So there's a man crawling through the desert. He decided to try his SUV in a little bit of cross-country travel. Had great fun zooming over the badlands and through the sand. Well, he got lost and hit a big rock. Then he couldn't get his SUV started again. Well, there was no cell phone towers anywhere near, so his cell phone was pretty much useless. He had no family. His parents had died a few years before in an auto accident, and his few friends he had no idea that he was out here. Well, he stayed with the car for a day or so, but his one bottle of water ran out and he was getting thirsty. He thought maybe he knew the direction back now that he paid attention to the sun and thought he'd figured out a way which way was north. So he decided to start walking. He figured he'd only go about 30 miles or so and he'd be back to the small town he got gassed in last. He thinks about walking at night to avoid the heat of the sun, but based upon how dark it actually was the night before, and given that he has no flashlight, he's afraid he'll break a leg or step on a rattlesnake. So he puts on some sunblock and he puts the rest in his pockets for reapplication later. And he brings an umbrella that he had in the back of his SUV with him to give him a little shade. And he pours the windshield wiper fluid into his water bottle in case he gets that desperate. And he brings his pocket knife in case he finds a cactus that looks like it might have water in it. And he heads out into the desert in the direction he thinks was right. He walks for the entire day. By the end of the day, he's really thirsty. He's been sweating all day and his lips are starting to crack. He's reapplied the sunblock twice and tried to stay under the umbrella, but he still feels sunburned. The windshield wiper fluid sloshing in the bottle in his pocket is really tempting now. He knows that it's mainly water and some ethanol and some coloring, but he also knows that they add some kind of poison to it to keep people from drinking it. He wonders what the poison is and whether the poison would be worse than dying of thirst. He pushes on, trying to get to that small town before dark.
Time has been added.
And?
Our last control point is being captured.
That's a cliffhanger right